my channel. It's been a little while. I took a break over the holiday season and I hope you all had a nice time if you did celebrate, and also Happy New Year. Yeah, so I said I wasn't gonna make a new video until next week. But then this preview happened and everything, all the new information we got. So, and I really need to talk about all that because it's so exciting. So yeah, here we are, a little bit earlier than anticipated. But I'm feeling okay today, so I think this is gonna be a nice little start for me again to try to get back into the swing of things after the holidays. Anyway, let's talk about 2.1. So the preview dropped the day before yesterday, and then yesterday we got a bit more information, or was it today? It was today. Yes, and so today we got a little bit more information about the new outfits, and in particular the 5-star. So I'm so uncertain what to do. So I'm hoping that making this video will help me decide whether or not to pull for the 5-star this time around. So yeah, maybe you can also help me decide. Maybe you can leave some comments below to help me decide whether or not I should pull for this outfit. All right, so I think we're just gonna start by looking at some pictures, some of the preview pictures and the videos, and I'm gonna say what I think about the outfits, and then I think I want to try to help myself decide if I really need this outfit or not. I think I'm gonna try to make a similar approximation of the 5-star outfit, because I do think we have a lot of similar pieces, though of course the wings will be hard to recreate. So I'm gonna try to do that and see if that can help me decide. And also I need to decide whether I'm gonna pull on the previous banner, the Saintess outfit. I can't remember the name of it right now, but yes, I need to decide if I want to pull for that or this one, or if I want to save altogether, you know. So yeah, I'm so confused. So no, I'm not confused, but you know, I'm so indecisive right now. So that's why I'm hoping that maybe this will help me decide. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first of all, we have this picture behind me of the outfit, the 5-star outfit. And first of all, I just want to say it is gorgeous. Absolutely up my alley. I love anything that's kind of fairy themed, and also, you know, flowery, because I love flowers and I love fairies and love fairy tales. I love everything that's kind of enchanting and whimsical and fantasy-ish. Like anything like, everything like that is just my thing, absolutely. So the whole vibe is immaculate, I would say. I do like that it's a short dress, because usually the 5-star dresses are really long, but I think we do deserve some shorter dresses as well. Of course, the star of the show for me is the wings. Really gorgeous wings. And the shoes and or socks, I'm not quite sure if they are separate, but they should be, right? Maybe they're just shoes, but they are really interesting because they are transparent. We'll see that later in the videos. That's very, very interesting. And also the wings, of course. I just said that. I just talked about the wings. Okay, I am a bit scatterbrained as usual, but don't mind that. I'm gonna edit out as much as possible of the nonsensical things. Anyway, let me just talk about real quick the hair. I'm a bit disappointed in the hair, to be honest, because it is very, very similar to a lot of other hairstyles we already have in the game. I'm going to show you later what I mean. And also, I don't think that this long hair really matches the vibe of the outfit, you know, because it's kind of quirky, kind of cutesy, kind of short and like flower fairy-ish. And I think that a shorter hairstyle would kind of suit that a bit more, or an updo, you know, because it kind of steals away from the wings. You know, the wings are kind of the cool thing about this outfit, and the hair covers it. You know, why? What's that about? So yeah, let's look at the video. Okay, so first of all, let me just say that it's a bit strange, I think, that in this preview in the wardrobe, she seems to be always floating, but I don't think she actually floats in this outfit. I think she just walks normally, so I think that's a bit, like, it should maybe have been a floating outfit if they, because they're kind of making it look like she's going to float in this preview, and that might be a bit misleading. I think instead of the flower gathering ability that it has, we're going to talk about that a bit later, I think it should have been a floating ability outfit. It would make sense with the wings and like these floating images, but anyway, let's continue. Do you see what I mean with the long hair kind of obscuring the whole nice back of the dress and the wings? Because the wings are so gorgeous, but the hair kind of just covers like half of them. And I think that's a shame. And the dress is also so detailed. So, you know, all this in the back here, it's so gorgeous. So the long hair, it really covers it. I know maybe they think that like a 5-star needs to have long hair, but just look at the Blooming Dreams outfit. That has a very nice updo, and I use that updo all the time, and it doesn't cover anything, and it makes sense with the wings and everything. So yeah, short hair should really have been it for this. But that's just my opinion. Just also, let's talk about the feet. They are actually shoes. In the preview, it wasn't clear, like the preview that first came out wasn't clear. They're actually heels. Look here. So they're not bare feet. They're actually kind of heels, which is interesting. It's very new. It's not something that we've seen before, I don't think, because usually the shoeless shoes or the bare feet-ish shoes that we've gotten have been like flat or hovering, but this is interesting. And also the transparency. I cannot tell if these are shoes and socks or just shoes, but the transparency is so interesting. Can you see the line in the background going through her legs? So the legs actually turn transparent, which is so cool, actually. That's really, really interesting. This is the glow up. Very pretty yellow. I do like this. Normally I don't really care for yellow that much, but this is such a nice yellow color, and there's so many shades of yellow, I should say, in the orange in this one, so it kind of blends together very nicely, and a bit of green as well, it seems. So that's nice. This is the first evolution. Really nice. Okay, I don't think this hair matches the outfit, but it is a gorgeous hair style, and I do like the pink. It's a very Nikki pink, so I like it that it's in the first evolution and not the third evolution, because usually they lock the pink hair behind the later. Oh my god, look. Oh, it's so pretty, this purple and pink. Oh, it's so pretty with the wings. Oh my god. And this is the second evolution, green with red hair. A nice combo, always, I think. I do like this green. And this is the final evolution. Like very many different colors, actually. Oh, the flowers on here. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, and with really nice ombre, like blue, kind of petroleum blue, and fading into kind of a light teal. That's very nice, very pretty. The wings look more elaborate, and this is the alternate with short wings, which is interesting, but never mind. This is Momo's cloak. He's so cute. Okay, his cloak is so cute. I like the buds on his head, matching the flower crown. Okay, so let's just quickly talk about the accessories for this one. And the dress. I do think we have a lot of similar-ish silhouettes and stuff at this point. I'm not really complaining, but I cannot get enough of kind of like butterfly or insect-like, fairy-like wing motifs. So I'm not complaining. I do like this part at the front of her dress, and also the arm vine things are so cute. We do have a lot of like these collars or chokers in the game, but this isn't too overpowering, I think, so it's fine. The headpiece is very nice. I like that it sticks up at the back here with flower buds and stuff. Very pretty. I don't know why the quality is so bad. Why is the quality so bad? I don't know. Anyway, here you go. Oh, let's go back. Oh wow, so sparkly though. It's so sparkly. Look at this. And the transparent, you can really see how transparent the feet are. The makeup is interesting. I'm usually not a fan of really light eyelashes. I think, and everything is very light, like light eyes, light eyelashes, light everything, because it doesn't really give any contrast to her face unless you use one of the darker skin tones. In which case it looks really cool. But unlike the base version of Nikki's skin, which is the one I use because it's the closest to my own, I think it makes her look really washed out, to be honest. But I think you can really combine the makeup with other things. And I really, really like the lips, like this soft, dainty pink with kind of a shimmer. So cute. And the little details, the glitter. I do wonder, I think these eyelashes look kind of like butterfly wings, which is really cool. So if you wear like a darker eyeliner or something, I think these can really pop. And darker eyes, I think that will really make these eyelashes pop a bit more. Really cute, really cute. Oh, I love the little fairies on her cheeks. Very pretty, pretty, pretty. I just really wish the quality was better. I changed to YouTube because I thought the quality on Twitter was so bad. And also I hate Twitter. So we're gonna go with YouTube for the video, for the rest of the video. So anyway, yes, let's look at the rest of it. Oh, it's such a pretty yellow. I don't think, however, I think the pure white on the choker doesn't go with anything else. It's so like white. So I think it should have been yellow, like everything else, but that's just me. It's so loud. There we go. Very nice. I think it's a very good glow up, actually. Oh, it's so sparkly though. I think the dress itself, like the more I look at it, the more interesting it looks, and the less it looks like the other dresses that we have that kind of are similar. We're gonna explore those options later on. But I think this whole thing with, you know, the swirly whirlies around her waist, yeah, that's very interesting and not something we've seen before. So sparkly and full of flowers. I like this whole ribbon thing in the back, or bow. Oh, go back. Look at the flowers actually seem to be kind of floating inside her legs, her feet. Did you notice? Just let's look at that whole thing again. Look! They're kind of inside her legs. That's so interesting, actually. I think I do need at least parts of this outfit. Okay, so that's one of the poses. Very cutesy. And now it's all blurry again. What's up with the video quality on these previews? Is it me? Is it my computer? Like, what's going on? Oh, here, now it's good again. I don't understand. But anyway, very good green outfit. Very good. Oh, I do like it. I'm not gonna go for the second evolution, but the leg thing here, very interesting. We don't get that many leg decorations, or we have a few, admittedly, but this is very pretty. It's not in the style of the other ones. This is very dainty and like fairy-like or elf-like, so I do like this one a lot. Okay, so let's quickly count count the items. So maybe 2 headpieces, maybe a front and a back piece, and hair. So that's 3. And then we have arm glove things, and then we have the choker thing, and then we have the dress itself, and the leg thingy, and the shoes. That's 8. And hang on, I'm gonna find a better one, a better full look. It's very cutesy. Okay. So I'm guessing maybe the shoes are just shoes and not socks and shoes. Because then, if it was socks and shoes, the heel thing would be the only shoe part, you know? And then the rest would be socks. It would be nice to have socks and shoes, but I'm just not sure. She does not have earrings. So that was what I was wondering. Maybe these are arm. Maybe we have 2 headpieces, maybe. The hair, the choker. Maybe these arm things are separate, actually. And then these are gloves. And then we have the dress. And then we have the wings, of course, yes. And then, so that's 8. And then we have the leg thing. That's 9. And then shoes. Okay, so that's 10. So I'm pretty sure there are 10 pieces in this one. Oh, it's so pretty. Of course it is. It's the final evolution, and it's all iridescent and like very... Oh, actually, I think Emiary on YouTube here mentioned before this came out, when we were just looking at the kind of the teaser photo, and she was looking at it, and she had a theory that it was like the Eureka with the lily of the valley flower, and that it would follow the same color scheme. And she said the final evolution would be iridescent, and I think she was right. This is kind of the iridescent, because it has so many different colors. It's not just one color. So I think, oh my god, the makeup, the final evolution makeup is so pretty. Look at the rainbow colored lashes and the lenses. Oh no, it's so pretty. I want to cry actually, because it's so pretty, and I can't get the final evolution. You know, I never get final evolutions, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, the pose as well, the final pose. I've been wanting a lying down pose for so long, because I don't have one. I've seen many people do the lying down pose. I'm not sure which one that is. Maybe it was like something you could buy at some point from the store and I missed it. But I've been really wanting a lying down pose. Oh my gosh. And this pose as well, very, very cute and pretty. Oh dear. Oh, so sparkly, so many jewels and so many flowers. Oh my gosh, I really want the final one. Okay, ability. Let's talk ability. So it says, after using the Flourish Walk ability, Nikki can resonate with plants around her, allowing her to gather all the plants within the range of the ability at once. This is also applicable in home. When this ability is used, she can also make the collected plants within range remature. The same collectible plant can only remature once per day. This isn't applicable in home. Okay, so you can gather all the plants within like range at once, which is useful, I guess, for home. I prefer not to gather everything at once because I like to keep things separate, and it's easier to kind of gather one type of plant first and then replant that one, and you know, I just find it easier and more like easier to keep tabs of everything in my home plot. And I don't use the home plot. I don't really use the home system that much anyway, because I'm kind of overwhelmed with it still. So yeah, I guess it could be useful if that's your thing. I don't think it will be that useful in the open world, because usually we only get like 3 plants at most in the same range, unless you're like collecting lamp chilies, which I guess they're showing. Like, let's see here, yeah. So she collected all the lamb chilies at once, which I guess it's useful if you're collecting that particular kind of plant, or like the trees, the fruits from trees, if there are multiples. But other than that, I don't think it's gonna be that useful. So the ability itself, I don't think is so useful. And this is more of a whimsicality, like the flowers blooming afterwards, that's just for show, you know? So, oh, okay, before we talk about the decoration, I just want to mention that I mentioned it earlier, but I think it should have been a floating ability. I know we've had a lot of floating ability outfits, but it just makes more sense for this to be a floating ability, I think. Anyway, this decoration is stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. Look how gorgeous. I forget to use the decorations. Like, I get them and then I just never use them. But they would be so nice for photos. I don't know why I don't do that more often. I really should. So I'm gonna try to remember that this year. I'm gonna try to get better at using the decoration pieces I have. Anyway, that's it for that video. Let's look at the other one, the 4-star. So this one is vertical, but we're just gonna look at it real quick. I'm assuming it's gonna be on the same banner. It's a bard outfit, which is cute, I guess. I think. It's not quite my style, but I think there are some really cute pieces in here that could definitely be mixed and matched with other things. So that's nice. Very interesting color schemes as well. I think this is the glow up. Like, very nice colors. Reminds me of the other one, I can't remember it right now, the other 4-star, which is like a masked, you know, the one with a mask and like she was like a trickster or something. That one, it reminds me of that one. She's very cute. I like the earrings. The hat is very cool. I don't think I'd ever use it. So that's also like a shame that the 4-star doesn't contribute anything. That's the evolution, by the way, black and red. But for me personally, I don't think it contributes to my wardrobe. And so it's a shame to pull on the 5-star and get the 4-star you don't really want at all. But that's just life, I guess, you know? That's just how it is sometimes. If I'm gonna pull on the 5-star, I'm also gonna get the 4-star, so. But hopefully I can use the pieces for something. I don't really like, you know, boyish outfit pieces because I'm very feminine and I really like the feminine outfit pieces and dresses and stuff like that because I'm very girly. Anyway, let's go into the wardrobe and try to recreate or see if we can make the forest ripple at home, so to speak. So let's go.